All right, squad, season 1 is finally here, and I have seen your comments, and this is the rush route. Not yet, but it's coming in the next week, okay? It'll be here. Squad, welcome back to the channel. Season 1 of Black Ops 6 is finally here, which means it is that time. We are going over my Black Ops 6 classes and settings for Search and Destroy. Before we get to the actual attachments and weapons that I'm running, let's first talk class setup. So when it comes to rushing in Search and Destroy on Black Ops 6, there's really two different options that are good. You can run 3 blue perks for recon, and then you run perk read with double time as your 4th. Or you do what I do and you run Dexterity, Assassin, Double Time, and Ninja with your perk read, and you get Enforcer, which gives you basically a dumbed down quick fix. Your health regen is faster after each kill. Now I know I'm gonna get the comment, Seek, why aren't you running Recon? Recon is OP, blah, 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 blah. You just answered it for you. That's exactly why I'm not running Recon. I don't want high alert. I think it's overpowered, and I don't think I need it personally. I'm so used to not having it that if I get used to it, then it'll just become a crutch that I'll need to have. So I'd rather just not run that. Plus, one particular perk that I think is very important for rushing is a red perk, and that is Dexterity. Dexterity reduces your weapon motion while jumping, sliding, and diving, and you take less fall damage, making rushing and playing aggressive so much better. Which, when I'm running Recon, I don't really have room for Dexterity as well. So I don't think it's worthwhile in Search and Destroy, especially now that they've patched the whole wall hack glitch thing with Recon. So when it comes to rushing, Dexterity, Assassin, Double Time, you get your Enforcer specialty, you perk read that, you get Ninja. This, in my opinion, is the god tier rush class for Search and Destroy in Black Ops 6. As far as lethal and tactical go, I run a frag grenade like usual. I always love frags and I love spawn nades. I also run a concussion, and then I swap out for a smoke grenade whenever it's needed. Stim shots in this game are really good, and it's a good option. And if I wasn't running Enforcer, then I'd probably be using stim shots. But the fact that I have an Enforcer so I get health regen quicker basically makes stim shotting useless, so I don't have a stim shot on. Finally, we have the field upgrade. Now, I've played around with a bunch of different field upgrades, but this is one of the reasons why I waited for season 1 of this game to come out before making this video, because I knew there was going to be buffs and nerfs. For those of you that do not know, in season 1, Ninja actually got a buff. Footsteps are now even quieter than they were before, which is good. I think they need to make them completely silent, but we'll hopefully get there eventually. Probably not, but a kid can dream. Now, field upgrades that are good. Assault packs, people actually like them in Search because they can reuse their lethal and tactical. That's fine. Spring mines, I think these are particularly fun to use, and they almost guarantee you a kill, and they're entertaining. I think this is a great option. I'd put this at number 2, personally. Trophy system. People throw a lot of nades, and if I was to play back and not rush, then I'd probably use trophy system to help me hold a bomb site or something, but I'm in their spawn in about 10 seconds flat, and I never find a reason to actually throw the trophy system down. I just always end up not using it. So it's not a bad option, but it's not exactly good. The best option in the game, which is why we brought up the fact that Ninja was buffed and footsteps are quieter, is Acoustic Amp. For those of you that played Black Ops 4, you know what this is. Acoustic Amp is a little thing you toggle, and it's basically opposite Dead Silence from Modern Warfare 19. In Modern Warfare 19, Dead Silence was a field upgrade. You pop it, you'd be completely silent for a brief amount of time. Every time you get a kill, your Dead Silence lasts longer. Acoustic Amp works the exact same way, except it lets you sound whore Dead Silence, which is overpowered and annoying. Don't get me wrong. I wish it wasn't a thing in the game. I think everyone's footsteps should be silent with Dead Silence on, and that's it. We shouldn't be able to crouch around sound whoring everybody. But that's not the world we live in. We live in a world with Acoustic Amp, so we abuse the shit out of this. It is very, very, very good. You pop this, you can hear everybody with Dead Silence on, no problem, especially after the update. Before the update, I was running Spring Mine most of the time because I was still able to hear Dead Silence pretty consistently close range. But after the Season 1 update, you can't really hear Dead Silence at all unless they're right on your wiener. Well, you pop Acoustic Amp and you can hear them across the map with Dead Silence. It's overpowered. It's very good. It'll probably get nerfed. At least I hope it will, because it's really good. So field upgrade number 1 is Acoustic Amp for Search and Destroy as of right now. As far as secondaries go, the fact that we have a knife secondary 24/7 is great, and the knife is the fastest way to move, but just be careful, because for some reason, I don't know why this was a thing, but when you get shot at with your knife out, it's like you got hit with frangible disabling bullets and it stuns you. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't like it. I accidentally pull out my knife and get caught getting shot at over and over again throughout the rounds. It drives me crazy. I'm trying to get the muscle memory down still of having 2 secondaries in this game. I'm not used to it. But as far as rushing speed goes, have the knife out if you're running a rush route. And the pistol is a great secondary to have just for anyone out of ammo in this game. And it's nice to be able to actually run a secondary. I haven't been able to run a pistol as a secondary in years because I need a knife for my rush routes. Which, for the people asking, rush routes are coming in the next week, okay? They're coming soon. they're coming soon. All right. Thank you for being patient. As far as the pistols go, I really like the full auto one, and I like this 9mm one, which is like the default one. Honestly, the 9mm one's kind of the best one. It's really good. It's like a 2-3 shot kill. It saves my life over and over again running ammo. Would recommend. Nothing wrong with that. But this is the overall God SnD class in this game. Pistol, knife, acoustic amp, frag concussion, enforcer, ninja. Okay, moving on to what the people came for. Starting things off, we have the AEK 973, the best gun in the game, except it did get nerfed today. Still pretty damn good though, so we're showing the class. We've got the Kepler micro reflex, the compensator, the reinforced barrel, quick draw grip, and rapid fire, which is very important. Despite it being nerfed, it is still worth running. Next on the list, we have the XM4, which got an accidental buff today that they're going to fix. It's kind of bugged right now. Apparently, the XM4 is like pre-nerf right now. They accidentally unnerfed it with this update, and they're going to re-nerf it in a bit. But post-nerf, it was still good anyways, so we're showing the XM4. This thing is a consistently good rifle. We got the Kepler micro reflex, reinforced barrel, vertical grip, extended mag, and quick draw grip. Moving on to the best AR in the game, in my opinion at least, we have the Model L. We got the Kepler micro reflex, reinforced barrel, vertical grip, extended mag, and the quick draw grip. The AS Val. Oh, I cannot believe they brought this weapon back. It's still insane too. As you guys have seen me made multiple videos on it. It's very good. Is it the best gun in this game? No, I think the Model L beats it, but it is still a very good rifle to run if you like to play aggressive and still have some range. We got the suppressed long barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag, quick draw grip, and the recoil springs. I got one more rifle for you, a slept on one in my opinion. I recently made a video on the AK, and it is really good in this game, and I don't see enough people using it. It was my favorite gun in the beta, and I've probably used it the most out of any other rifle on this game currently. It's either that or the AS Val. It's close. But the AK-74, we got long barrel, vertical grip, extended mag, quick draw grip, and infiltrator stock. Moving on to some SMGs, we got the MP5, aka the C9, which we're rocking a suppressor, the reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag, and the quick draw grip. The PP919, which is honestly my personal favorite weapon in this game and my most used weapon in this game. I am a huge fan of this SMG. It is probably the best SMG in the game. It's either this or the Jackal. It's pretty close, but this weapon is very good, very consistent, and it has some range. It reminds me of the MW19 Uzi a little bit with the fire rate of it, but I'm a big fan of this weapon. If you feel like not enough people have been using it because everyone's been touching the Jackal, so if you haven't given this one a try, give it a try. It's a lot of fun. We got the suppressor, the reinforced barrel, the fast mag, the quick draw grip, and no stock to finish it off. Next on the list, we have the KSV, which if you're a keyboard and mouse enjoyer like myself, this is the SMG for you. This thing is very satisfying and very smooth to use. I called it the smoothest SMG in this game, and I still stand by that statement. We've got the suppressor, the reinforced barrel, the vertical foregrip, the extended mag, and the quick draw grip to finish it off. Last but not least, we have the Jackal PDW, the God gun in the beta, and still a very, very, very good gun in this game. This class setup, I will say, is a little subject to change. I haven't used the Jackal a whole lot in this game, like it's not max level yet, but I have used it enough, and this is the setup I've been using on it that I like. But I will say, like, I'll update in the Season 2 video whether or not the setup stays or not. But for now, this is what I have been running on this gun. Just keep in mind that this might get changed around a little bit. I just haven't used this gun as much as I would have liked to because I've been trying to use the other weapons that we didn't get to use in the beta. But we have got the long barrel, the Ranger foregrip, the extended mag, the quick draw grip, and the infiltrator stock. All right, moving on to my settings. Now, this game in particular, I've actually been playing quite a bit of controller recently, which a few of you guys have noticed. I've been playing on both, just kind of deciding which one I like more in this game. I'm really not in love with keyboard and mouse in this game. I keep kind of finding myself go back towards controller, which a few years ago, I played on controller 24/7, as many of you know, and then I swapped to keyboard and mouse. There's pros and cons to both of them. The big pro with controller is obviously aim assist. Like, it's definitely, if you're playing Call of Duty, it's definitely by far the better choice in terms of just winning gunfights, but keyboard and mouse is just a lot of fun. So I've been kind of going back and forth lately, kind of juggling both. Haven't really decided which one I like more on this game yet, but when it comes to keyboard and mouse, for everybody wondering, my peripherals, I have a high ground performance keyboard, as well as I have a Logitech G Pro Superlight mouse. I run an 800 DPI, and we've got the 6 sensitivity with a 0.70 ADS multiplier, and then I also run a 1.78 monitor distance coefficient. When it comes to controller, I run vibration off, I run an 8.8 sensitivity, and I play on a button layout tactical, and then I rock a Battle Beaver controller with 2 buttons on the back. My left button is X, my right button is circle, and it's a PlayStation 5 controller. With that initial stuff out of the way, if there's anything else you want to know as far as my settings goes, I'm going to show them right now. I'm just going to mute up and scroll through every single one of my settings, my audio, graphics, everything, so you guys could just look at exactly what you want. One thing I will note real quick, the enhanced headphone mode, which is the new like pay to use audio thing you can do on the game. I've been running the trial for it the last like couple weeks. I haven't bought it yet, but I will say it is pretty helpful and it might be worth the purchase as far as sound horn goes. It definitely helps when it comes to directional audio quite a bit. Not 100% sure if it's really that necessary, but I will say is it definitely is a noticeable improvement. All right, squad, those are my current classes and settings for Black Ops 6 Search and Destroy. I will update this again in Season 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope the video helps, and I hope it gives you some class setups to try out Search and Destroy. I will catch you all in the next one.